I'd like to offer this trauma-sensitive yoga practice. Today we will start with some grounding. So if it's comfortable for you, fold your legs in front of you, bring your hands to your knees, rock back and forth on your sits bones a couple times until you find your comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders comfortably back. And I invite you to either find a comfortable gaze or close your eyes down. Throughout practice today, I'll be offering different movements, different poses. And I invite you to consider which poses feel right for your own body. Just because I offer something does not mean you need to move your body into that pose or that shape. Please continue to honor your body, honor your own personal practice, wherever you find yourself today. I'm just here as a guide. I'm here to offer you possibilities in your yoga practice. And I'm here to hold a safe space for you to practice. So at any time, if you choose to rest, move into a different pose, or if you need to end your practice, you're free to do any of these things. It is your choice. Let's begin. So we'll start with some grounding. Feel the weight of your body resting on the ground. Perhaps you feel the texture of the yoga mat under you. Feel the weight of your hips and legs. Feel your head as it's resting over the top of your body. We'll just sit here and breathe. As you inhale, you may notice your belly expanding with the breath. If you sense any holding in the abdominal area, just notice. Without judging, just notice where your body is today, in this space, in this time, in this room. And just breathe, noticing. Inhaling and exhaling. Follow your own rhythm of breath. You don't need to match mine. On the exhale, you might notice a release, a slight collapse of the rib cage in the abdominal area as the air leaves your body. I invite you to just focus in on your breath. 10 more breaths. Just sensing yourself in this space. And noticing any sensations that arise in your body. Halfway through my breaths, you finish on your own time. after you've completed your breaths, just notice the shift in your awareness and perspective compared to at the start of practice today. You may feel calmer. You may feel quieter. Or you might find yourself a little unsettled from the space and silence surrounding you. Whatever your experience is, let's just notice without judging. Just watching the sensations and the thoughts pass through our busy minds and bodies. And if your eyes are closed, you can gently open them as we move to practice together. From here, let's come to a tabletop. Palms directly under the shoulders, knees on the floor. Let's just stabilize into this pose. I invite you to feel your muscles in your arms contracting and engaging as your arms hold up your body. Your palms can press into the floor as you sense into that grounding energy. And when you're ready, you can kick your left foot and leg back. And lift your left leg. And if you feel stable, you can raise your right arm as well. Breathing into this pose, you can feel the muscles in your back engaging, your core muscles engaging, and your leg and arm stretching out in opposite directions. When this feels complete, you can release. We'll change sides. Moving the right leg back. Raising the right leg. And the left arm. If you feel stable and want to move into this shape. You might notice expansion in your back. You might notice some shakiness in your muscles if this is difficult to hold. And please feel free to honor your own body and move out of the shape when you're ready. I invite you to take one more breath and release. Let's push back into down dog. And breathe here, stretching. Feeling length in the arms and torso. Feeling length in the backs of the legs. And we'll step to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up to high mountain. And hands to heart center. We'll move through a couple salutes. So we'll lift the arms up and fold. Halfway lift. You can bring the hands to the shins, or if you have more flexibility and it feels right, leave the fingertips on the floor. Slight bend in the knees and forward fold. Rise up. And hands to heart center, returning to mountain. Feeling present in the moment, in this body, in this space. We'll sweep up and forward fold. Halfway lift. Fold. High mountain. And back to heart center. One more salute. Arms up. And we'll fold. Halfway lift. Fold. And rise up. If you find yourself at a different pace than me, please feel free to continue honoring your body, honoring the pace that works for you. We'll now move into a flow, and I'll cue the breathing. If my cues are not matching with what your body needs, please feel free to inhale and exhale and move at your own pace. Inhale, high mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, move to plank, lowering down towards the floor. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, press back to downward dog. We'll stay here for a couple breaths, just breathing and grounding. Feeling the palms and the bottoms of the feet making contact with the floor. One more breath in and out. Inhale up to the top. Exhale, step and fold. Inhale, sweep up to high mountain. And exhale, hands to the side. We'll move through one more flow. Inhale. Exhale, folding. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, moving to plank, lowering. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. If you've arrived here at a different pace, just breathe a couple breaths in your own time. And join back in my rhythm whenever you're ready. We'll inhale, step to the top. And inhale, rise up. And release. Now I invite you to move through some standing poses with me. Let's step out wide. Feeling the bottoms of the feet grounding into the mat. Feeling the strength in our legs. We'll reach our arms out. Stretching and opening here. If this feels like too much, too open, you can leave your hands at heart center. If it feels good to take up this space, then stretch it out into star pose. Taking in some deep healing breaths. Opening to the healing power of the sun. And fold into a straddle. Letting the head hang loose. If stillness feels right, you can find a hand position that works for you. perhaps peace fingers at the toes, holding at your ankles, or palms on the ground. Or if some movement feels nice, you can move your upper body into a ragdoll forward fold. And then just sway and release through the neck and back. Bring our hands to the floor, slight bend in the knee, hands to the hips, and up. And we'll move into a warrior two on the right side. Placing the right knee over the right foot, left foot flat on the floor at a 45-degree angle, arms stretching out. And again, if this feels too open, too much space, you can always bring your hands together. You can also step your back foot forward to move into a shallower version of this pose. We'll breathe here. Grounding into our feet, reaching out through our hands and fingertips. And from here, heel toe the feet, just swivel them to the other side. Move into warrior two on the left side. Left knee over the left toes, right foot flat on the floor at a 45-degree angle, arms and fingertips stretching out. Breathing into the awareness of your lower legs holding you up, your arm muscles that are maybe tiring a little bit, expansion in your body during the inhale, and exhale. Bring our hands together. We'll step to the top of the mat. And we'll sweep up, forward fold, halfway lift. Now we'll come to a seat. Moving into pigeon. So we will stack the right ankle over the left knee, the right knee over the left ankle. We'll keep our feet flexed to protect our knees. You might feel some stretching in your outer hips. If this is enough, you can stay here. If you need more, you can hinge forward to find a deeper stretch. Or if pigeon isn't working in your body, you can move into Sukhasana with your ankles in front of each other. Then you have the same options in Sukhasana to stay here or take a fold into a deeper position. Whatever works for your body today. Find your pose. Find a comfortable gaze, or you can close your eyes if that feels right. Just breathing and grounding into this hip opener. Switch sides. We have the same options of pigeon, stacking the ankles and knees, or Sukhasana. If you've decided to close your eyes, I invite you to explore the sensations of your physical body in this pose. Notice if there's discomfort or resistance. And if there is, without judging, make your choice to stay in the pose or move out of it if that's what your body needs. This practice is all about freedom and empowerment to make your own choices and to honor your own body. Wherever you find yourself, let's take in 2 more breaths. And then release out of the pose. So find a comfortable seat, and we'll end with a short meditation. If you would like to lie down into a Shavasana, you're welcome to. You can lie down on your back or on your side if that feels more comfortable, or you can remain seated. You can close your eyes or find a soft gaze. I invite you to tune in to the awareness of your breath again. As it moves through your body, creating physical sensations. I invite you to feel the ground as it supports you. And I invite you to tune into yourself. Open to healing what needs to be healed. And thanking yourself for showing up to practice today. Honoring what your body, mind, and spirit needs.